Hey everyone, welcome back to another practice with Laura and Jenny. For our fun Saturday Invigorate practice, we are going to be working some deep forward folding. So a lot of length in the back body, specifically targeting the back of the leg. So hamstrings, calf muscles will be more of our focus today. We'll also be working in conjunction with that a lot of anterior, so front of the body core work. And we'll just ask you again, as always, to come to this practice with more of an open and a playful mindset and to not anticipate movement. And we'll play with some new transitions and maybe some new variations. So we would recommend the use of 2 blocks, or if you don't have blocks, 2 heavier books will work just fine, and then a strap or a towel just to assist with some hamstring lengthening might be really nice as well. So as always, take a moment to get yourself set up, move out anything that you don't need out of the way, and go ahead, get your music started. And we're just going to start simply in child's pose. So go ahead, start on all fours, bring the knees a little wider, big toes together, and soften the tops of your feet on the mat. Relax the hips down toward the heels and outstretch your arms. And just take a moment to breathe, create a little space. Remind yourself that this practice is a process. And though you may not be able to see it now, trust the transformation, the small changes. Trust that they will happen, even if it's hard to see the path. Stretch the arms over to your upper left side. And as you do this, press down with your left palm and stretch your right arm a little forward. Imagine as though the heel of your right hand is pulling forward away from your shoulder. And then draw the edge of your right hip back a little more. Take a full breath into the right ribs. Exhale, walk the hands to your right side. Outstretch your left arm. Plant your right palm. Feel it push down into the earth. And with the heel of your left hand, think about dragging the ground further away from your left upper ribs. And with your left hip crease, pull back. Full breath into the side waist. And then exhale, walk the hands back to center. Come forward onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Prepare for cat and cow. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, drop the chin. Inhale, arch the back, lift your heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, drop the tail, push away. Last one, inhale, classic cat and cow. Big breath, release all the tension away from the back body. And a little variation here, come just to a neutral spine, bring the legs a little closer together for balance. Send your right leg back, keep the knee bent, foot toward the ceiling. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, right knee in toward your navel, round the spine. Inhale, foot back, not too high that you're creating too big of a back bend. Exhale, round and hug in. Inhale, little arch, lift. Now exhale, round, hug it in. See if you can tap the right knee against the upper right arm and hold. Push away the earth. And then release the right foot down next to your left. Inhale, send the left knee back, keep it bent, little lift. Exhale, left knee into the navel, round and hug in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hug in. And one more, inhale, lift. And exhale, hug in. See if you can bring the kneecap forward just to the upper left arm. And then step it back into table pose. Stretch the arms forward, spread the fingers, and then drive the hips up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take just a moment or two here in down dog, deep breaths. Look back at the feet. Imagine sending the backs of the thighs toward the back of your yoga mat and lifting the tailbone a little higher. And just another full breath here in downward facing dog. Now lift up high to the tiptoes. Look at your hands. Draw the right knee into your chest, thigh to your ribs. Bring the back of the toes behind your left wrist. Cross the left foot behind. Come to seated. Slide your legs forward, point the toes, sit back onto your hips. Half boat pose or a bent knee boat pose. Reach the arms forward, keep your chest lifted, almost like cobra pose. Hollow out the belly, draw the navel in, squeeze your inner thighs. If you can't, just squeeze the feet. Cross the legs, plant the hands, step back, easy downward facing dog. And just take another breath here. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. Draw the right knee into your navel, hollow out, nose to knee. Inhale, stretch the leg back. Exhale, knee to navel. Inhale, stretch the leg back. Exhale, knee in toward your navel, or if you can, on top of your right arm, pause. Inhale to down dog, 2 hands, 2 feet. Deep breath. Now inhale, stretch the left leg into the air. Exhale, hollow it out, thigh to ribs, knee to navel. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, knee into the belly. Inhale, lift it back. Exhale, knee into the navel. Can we touch the left knee up to the left arm? And then downward facing dog, set the feet down. Take a moment, deep breath. Imagine the ball mounds of your feet pulling, dragging the mat back. And come to the tiptoes, look forward, and start to step the feet up to your hands. Find your halfway lift and extend the chest forward, fingertips or palms. Exhale and fold, ribs down. And inhale, halfway lift again, chest up. Exhale and fold. And one more inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees lightly, rise all the way to standing, reach the arms up and overhead. Hands come down to heart center. From the top of your yoga mat, inhale, stretch the arms up and overhead. Look up toward the hands, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips or palms down to earth. Halfway lift, look forward. Step into plank pose. Take a moment, set your body up in plank. Lower your knees down. On an exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest and the navel at the same time, and push right back up. Set the hips up and back in a downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the right leg into the air. Step the right foot through, find your lunge. Come to fingertips, send your chest forward. As you exhale, straighten the right leg, fold in. Feel the stretch of the back of your right thigh. Inhale to lunge. And exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, full lunge. Exhale, fold. And inhale, find your lunge. Plant your hands best you can. Start to tiptoe your right foot over toward your left palm. Okay, so I want you to feel like you're squeezing your thigh in toward your ribs and start to act as though you're moving into pigeon pose. Now weight shift forward, slide the left leg in, sit back onto your hips. Navasana, boat pose, bent knees. From your boat pose, keep your right knee in, straighten your left leg. Now left knee in, right leg straightens. Controlled and slow, right knee in, left leg. Left knee in, right leg. Hold controlled, right knee in, left leg straight, hover it. Left knee in, right leg straight, hover. Both knees in, cross the shins, plant your hands, step it on back to downward facing dog. Come to tiptoes, send the chest forward, plank pose, knees up or knees down. Exhale, one push-up, straight back up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg into the air. Step the left foot through. Come to fingertips, send your chest forward. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Inhale, find lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, full lunge. And exhale to fold. Here we go. Bend the left knee, plant your hands. Do your best work to toe heel the left foot to your right. Point the toes, weight shift in your hands, draw your navel in, slide the right foot in. Sit down on the hips, Navasana, boat pose. Squeeze the knees in, send your left leg forward. Left knee in, right, keep the chest up. Switch, left leg forward. Switch, right leg forward. Switch, left leg forward. Hug it in, right leg forward. Knees in, cross, plant, back in a downward facing dog. Send the chest forward. Inhale to plank, push up, down and up, downward facing dog. Full inhales and exhales here in down dog. Inhale, straighten the right leg up and into the air. Step the foot through, find your lunge again. Send your chest forward. And a little deeper, exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten, ribs to thighs. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, lunge, chest forward. Exhale, straighten, fold, pause. Lift the bottom of the right foot, curl the toes towards your knee. Use the fingertips like you're pushing the yoga mat forward and away from you. Come back to your lunge. Plant your hands, tiptoe the foot to the left like pigeon. Slide the left leg in, keep your weight on your hands. Come down, sit into Navasana, boat pose. Lift the feet. Good. Come down into full Ardha Navasana or hollow body position. Good. Right knee in. Back to hollow body. Left knee in. Hollow body. Right knee in. Hollow. Lift. Left. Hollow. Right. Hollow. Left. Hollow. Hug it in. Cross. Plant. Go back to down dog. Deep breath in downward facing dog. Shift to plank. Push up. Keep the chest open. Strong, straight arms. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step the left foot through. Stay on your fingertips or hands to blocks. Exhale, straighten the left leg and fold. Inhale, full lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your lunge. Exhale, straighten your legs, spike the heel, pick up the bottom of the foot, toes curl back towards your knee. Send your left ribs forward along the inner left thigh. And then inhale, come back to your lunge. Walk the toes to your right, slide the right leg in, sit back, Navasana. Good. Ardha Navasana. Hollow body. Shoulder blades are lifted. All right. Squeeze left knee in. Hollow. Right knee in. Breathe. Hollow. Left knee in. Inhale, hollow. Exhale, right knee in. Hollow. Left. Hollow. Right. Hollow. Both in. Cross. Plant. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, rock the body forward, find plank. Really good push-up. Lower and lift. Back to down dog. Again, find your breath here in downward facing. Think heel of the hands, pull forward. Ball of the foot pulls back. Navel draws in, hips high. Come to tiptoes. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of your yoga mat. Find a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to stand all the way up. Reach the arms above the head. Push down with the feet, draw your ribs in, lift the gaze. Hands to heart. Separate the feet just a little bit wider, about hip width distance or so. Hands to the front of the waist. Light bend in your knees, send your hips back and tilt forward to fold. Good. Slide the hands to the back of the legs. Stage 1, find calves. Stage 2, find back of ankles. Stage 3, hug the forearms to the back of your calves. And if all feels well, start to step your heels on your fingertips. Now, the elbows will likely bow out just a little bit, but try to hug the forearms back and behind your calf muscle. Okay? Imagine squeezing the inner arm in toward the legs. Good. Adduction of the arms, hugging in. Good. Push down, heels against the hands. Not so much that you're hurting your hands, but just enough to feel that pressure. Keep the feet about hip width distance. Release your hands. And then gently bend the knees. Take an inhale to just a gentle chair pose. So not your biggest, deepest, hardest chair in the world. We have other hard work to do today, but we want to keep some space. Reach forward, drop the hips, and gracefully find yourself into Navasana again. All right, so a little different here, coreward. Take your palms forward, straight arms, knees against the upper arms like crow. Send your left leg forward. Left knee touches, right leg forward. Right knee in, left leg forward. Left knee in, right leg forward. Keep it going. Switch, left leg forward. Switch, right leg forward. Switch, left leg forward. Strong arm, strong back. Switch, right leg forward. Switch, hover. Keep going. Switch, hover. Nice and strong. Switch, hold. Tap the fingertips if you can. Cross the legs, plant the hands. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Roll the body to plank. Push up, down, up, down dog. All right, so from down dog, here's where we recommend grabbing onto those blocks or books, whatever you have. This is propping up the hands is just a nice way to really focus. So this is not about speed, this is about skill. Okay, so blocks on your hands and down dog if you have them. All right, inhale and stretch the right leg up. Now, again, slow, skill over speed. Get up onto the left tip toes. Right knee into your navel. Now zip up, thigh onto your ribs. Hollow out your belly. Start to bring your shoulders over your hands. Push away the earth. Make your shin bone vertical as you step forward. Good. Widen the stance of the feet a little bit, preparing for crescent lunge. And then push down, draw back, and we're going to lift up to a full crescent pose. Take a second here just to adjust your crescent. Get a nice stretch across the front of the body. Turn the palms to face one another. Spin the pinkies in a little more than your thumbs and reach up through the outer arm. Now draw your navel in, draw your low ribs in. Start to weight shift forward and reach your arms alongside your ears like warrior 3. Inhale, lift right back up to crescent pose. Exhale, reach forward, hinge over the hips. And inhale, reach right back up, nice and strong. Good, again, exhale, reach forward, hold. Yeah, inhale, reach up. And then last time, exhale, reach forward, squeeze the upper inner arm in, hold right here, ribs pull off the thigh a little bit more, sink into the right hip, pull the right hip back a little more, hands to ground. Good. Shift forward into standing split. The hands can come forward a little bit just for help with balance. And then think right arm wraps behind the right leg. Think ribs to thighs. Good. Use your left arm as sort of a balance guide and hug in. It's almost though the nose we're going to come to the shin. Slow and controlled, lift your chest, release your right hand. Now slowly bend in your right knee as the left foot goes back to lunge pose. Good. From lunge, straighten the right leg. We're going to step the back foot forward just a little bit. Spin the heel down for pyramid pose. Hands to blocks or earth. Lengthen your chest. Now we're going to spike the heel, pick up the bottom of the foot, take the right hand around the bottom of the foot, and if that feels okay, left hand holds as well. If you feel like this is doing something funky to the back of the leg, or you're having a really difficult time with balance, or those with like plantar fasciitis, this might be a bit too much, just the right hand. Still doing a lot. Okay, keep toenails curling back towards you and lengthen your spine along the leg. Hug your elbows in toward the thigh. Good, then release your hands. Go ahead and bend your knee, come back into your lunge pose. We're going to turn to the left, find a wide-legged straddle. Plant your right hand and open up your left arm into a big wide arm, twisted, wide-legged fold. Reach left arm straight to the sky, turn your gaze up. And circle the left hand down, catch a hold, index and middle, find the big toes, send your chest forward, exhale, bend the elbows and fold in. This forward fold though, feel as though you are drawing your ribs to the inner thighs just a little bit more. Let the elbows splay, really pull the elbows out as though you're using your arms to draw you down. And release your toes, find half lift and turn back toward the top of your mat, find lunge. Good. Now slow and controlled, hands down, push away the floor, hollow out your navel, walk the foot to your left. Left foot comes forward, slide your legs through, come to Navasana, boat pose. All right, little different here, some options. Hands grasp the back of the right thigh, ankle or heel. Left leg lowers, hovers, it doesn't touch. Now switch. Hold the back of the left leg, right leg hovers. Switch, grab the right. Switch, grab the left. Switch, grab the right. Switch, grab the left. Keep your chest up, still boat pose. Cross, find downward facing dog. And again, focus here on the length you're creating in the back of the spine and the back of the legs. Stretch the left leg into one-legged downward facing dog. Now slow and controlled, skill over speed, thigh to ribs. Push, push, push with your hands. Push away the earth. Flex the toes, shin bone forward, and control the step up. Lunge. Good. Prepare the feet a little bit wider. Make your legs very strong. And as you inhale, cow to crescent pose. Good. Couple rounds of breath here in crescent. Again, there should be a nice opening through the front of your right hip. Enjoy that for the moment. Good. Arms alongside the ears. Hinge forward. Reach like warrior three. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, reach forward like warrior three. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reach while you reach your back foot back. Inhale up. Now last one, exhale, reach forward, hover, hold. Spin the inner arm in toward the temples. Reach a little forward, and then release the hands. Shift the body weight forward, find a standing split. If all feels well, slide the left forearm behind the left thigh, and as you press the calf muscle forward into the shin bone, hug the elbow in, draw the left ribs into the inner thigh, strongly push into your right hand and pick the opposite right leg up a little bit higher. Lift the chest and with control, bend your front knee, tap the back foot down to lunge. Straighten your front leg, step the back foot in and spin the heel down, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Spike the front heel, lift the bottom of the left foot, catch a hold with maybe the left hand or maybe the left and the right hands. Imagine as though you were hugging the elbows in and elongating the rib cage up and over your left thigh. Release, bend the knee, plant your hands, turn and find your wide-legged straddle facing the right. Twist open, right arm to the ceiling, left hand down. Spin your rib cage and just enjoy a little release off that left thigh. Circle the right hand down. Again, catch a hold, index and middle around the big toes. Prasarita Padottanasana, variation D. Bend the elbows. Feel the shoulder blades draw in toward your spine as the elbows flare. And maybe as the navel draws in, the ribs snake to the inner thighs just a little more. The top of the head relaxes toward the earth. Release your hands and then go ahead, turn it back off to your lunge pose facing the top of your yoga mat. With control, plant your hands. Start to tiptoe your left foot over to your right. Slide the right leg in, hover, hold, slide your legs forward, come through to seated Navasana. Legs stay straight. Again, hands go behind now the left leg, lower high, switch, switch. These are little hold leg V-ups. Continue, switch, lift as you do. Switch and lift. Good. Navasana, cross, plant, downward facing dog. And we should start to see some of our theme work, little patches of this tapestry being woven together. Find the tiptoes, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Find your half lift. Exhale and fold. Good. And then inhale, rise to standing. And then exhale, hands to heart. So make sure you have a little space just for a standing balance here. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Stand on your left leg nice and tall, navel in. Draw the right knee up into your chest. Stage 1, hand to near shin. Stage 2, find the big toe and stand up tall. Stage 3, send the right leg forward. So we're not going out to the side, going straight forward with this today. Feel the toes press forward into your hands, but just as much as you do that, pull the shoulder in its socket, pull the hip in its socket. Now, hold that there, release the toes, hands to hips, and draw your navel in. Keep the spine tall, keep pushing away the floor, hold for another round, and release. Good. Weight shift here on your right foot. Draw left knee in, hold and stay, or grab the big toe, stand tall, send the left leg forward. Good. And hold the leg proud as though it was reaching forward like a flag in your hand. But as you do that, draw the left shoulder blade back, draw the left hip back, and now hold so as work. Squeezing the inner thigh, push away the floor, lift up tall through the crown of the head, and release. All right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Move aside the props. Step to plank pose. 1, 2, or 3 push-ups. Really good ones. Once you have completed your push-ups, find your props again, place them at the top of your yoga mat. We're going to deepen this with a little more anterior, front of the body core work. Okay, so if the first one was challenging, use your blocks for the second one. You'll want it. All right, here we go. Lift the right leg. Skill over speed. Knee into your navel. Flex the toes forward. Tap the back of the right hand. Lift the leg. Bring it forward. Tap. Maybe it's the blocker book or the wrist. Back in the air. One more time. Bring it forward. Tap. Step it through. Find your lunge. Good. Lengthen your stride, spin the back heel to the floor. We'll come off the arms and lift to warrior one. Now this is a classic warrior one, so we are working our arms together. Now if arms together and the arms up alongside the ears are too much for your shoulder, keep the palms together, but bring the arms forward a little bit. So again, we're still working that idea of adduction, squeezing in, okay, but this time with the arms. Okay, try not to cross the fingers here, just hug all 10 fingers together. Now bring the hands down. Straighten the right leg, step your back foot in a little closer again, so we're going to work some different core work here. Okay, so you'll see me using blocks. They can go to either height, medium height or lowest, or you can be like Jenny, come all the way to your fingers. So again, take this slowly. Okay, so we're staying in pyramid pose. Your back heel is going to lift. Put your weight into your hands, squeeze your inner thighs, start to bend your left knee. See if you can lift that left foot for a second, and then bring it back down. Good. Set the blocks out of the way, or you can even use it for our wide-legged forward fold. Okay, so turn it off to the left, widen your stride a little bit. Walk the hands over to your left leg. Slide the left forearm behind your left shin. Right hand catches a hold around the top of the ankle, and you just draw in and fold. But imagine that left arm's really wrapping around the left leg. Nice. Now unwind your arms, come to a halfway lift. Draw your navel in if you need to. You can bend your knees, place your hands to your waist, point the elbows to the ceiling. Big inhale, big exhale, fold in. Prasarita Padottanasana variation B. So the hands stay to your hips. The elbows stay bent. The elbows still point up toward the ceiling. Okay, and maybe the top of the head comes down, or if your block is right there, it can come right to that block. And then release your hands. Good. Turn forward to the top of your yoga mat. Good. Control as you work that right foot to the left. Slide the left foot in. Come to seated. Navasana. Okay. So this is similar to your leg hold, but we're going to work some toe taps. So straighten, lift the arms, separate the feet. Now, without bringing your arms forward, you can watch me. Right toes to your hand. Left toes to your hand. Lower the legs. Right, left, right, left. Switch, switch. Keep going. Switch, switch, cross, plant, down dog. With ease and grace. Take a moment to find those props again at the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, stretch the left leg. Last time, skill over speed. Left knee in. Flex the toes, tap. Go back. Good. Bring it forward. Tap. Go back. Don't fling. Work. Really good momentum. Bring it forward. Tap. Now hold. Step it in. Lunge. Lengthen your back leg. Spin the heel. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Good. Inner arm squeezes together. Palms touch. Again, if that's too much, bring the hands together, but bring the arms further forward. They can even be the same line as your shoulders, reaching straight to the front of your mat. But we are working inner arm in, palms together. Good. Hug the heel of the hand together. Nice. And then release the hands down. Straighten the left leg, step the back foot in. Slide those blocks back if you're using them for, this is colloquially known as flamingo. Lift your back heel. Put your weight in your hands more than you think. Push your hands down. See if that right foot can lift even for a brief second. Good. And then put the foot back down. And then we will turn it off and find our wide-legged forward fold. Twist again, toes and heels out. Walk it over to that right leg. Thread the right forearm behind the right thigh. Left hand over the top of the ankle, fold in. Good, nice, smooth and even breathing here. Lift back up halfway. Hands to your hips, elbows point up. Exhale, fold. Wide-legged forward fold, variation B. Hands to earth, lift your chest. Turn it off to your lunge pose. Place blocks out of the way. Toe heel, left foot to the right. Right leg in. Navasana again. Last time we're working these toe taps, so legs straight. Hands are wide. Now arms are going to stay up. Toes are going to come to them. Left, right. Legs come almost all the way down when you're doing this. Good. Switch, 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 switch. Keep going. Work with it. Tap the hands. Cross, plant, downward facing dog. Find the tiptoes, look forward. Step or hop, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and release. Inhale, up to standing. Hands to heart. All right, one more standing balance for you here. Okay, this is in combination of the first standing balance and deep forward fold. This is a little different, might be new. Hands to your right knee. Now, a big forward fold here. So imagine your hips are going to swing back. You're going to bring your ribs over your thigh and you're going to look down. Left hand grabs the foot, right hand grabs foot or a strap. Keep your chest low. Start to send your right leg forward. You're going to feel this in your left leg. It's doing a lot of work. Plug the right hip into the right hip socket. Send your chest forward. Hug your elbows in. Bend the knee. Lift up and stand down. Stand on the right leg. Lift the left knee. Hands, both of them to your left knee. Start to fold the ribs over the thigh. Variation one is truly just right here. Otherwise, right hand down, left hand down, stay low. Leg comes up toward your heart. Hold here, push away the earth. Good, nice strong right leg. Bend the knee. Stand up tall and release the foot. Inhale, arms stretch overhead. Forward fold, exhale. Lift your chest, look forward. Step back. Plank pose, 1, 2, or 3 push-ups. Once you have completed your push-ups, we're going to work our jump through, but a really good jump through to seated. So find those blocks. Come to tiptoes. Look forward. Cross your legs. Slide your legs forward. Hover. And then let yourself drop down. Move the blocks out of the way. All right, have a strap nearby. We're going to do some seated postures here. Okay, so start by Vinyasa, right foot to the inner left thigh, open your knee, fold over the left leg. Again, elbows are bending and just softening in toward the outer left leg. Nice, then go ahead and inhale, lift up. So I'd like you to switch now again, Vinyasa. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Exhale and fold, ribs over right leg. A few deep breaths here. Lift the chest, start to walk it back. Find your strap. So we're working towards a posture called Crouchasana, and it's known as heron pose. Okay? Bend your right knee. Bring your left heel underneath toward your right hip. Okay, this is just a balance point for us. Now, strap can go around the bottom of your right foot, or you can use your hands and just take your hands around the bottom of the right foot. Start to sit back onto the hips, push down into your left foot, and go ahead, bend the knees, slide the right leg up toward the ceiling. If this is too much, keep the knee bent or just use the strap, hold on to it, and let your arms be further away. Okay, otherwise you can hug it in, point the toes is another variation. You can hug the elbows in and bring the shin bone toward the knee. And then go ahead and release the foot. Slide it out long. And then bend the left knee just enough to snake the right heel across to your left hip. Strap or hands around the foot. Sit up tall. Either keep a bent knee or straighten the leg. You can hold the back of the calf. You can hold the back of the ankle. You can hold behind the heel. You can cross the hands around the base of the foot. You can point the toes. You can draw the shin toward the nose. And then release. All right, set the props aside. We're going to work again another probably newer posture. This is not as commonly taught in classes. We're going to take a variation of it. Lean to your right, bring your left heel toward the left hip like Virasana, and then bend the right knee, place the right inner foot to your left thigh. It's going to take us just a moment to get everything set up here. So we want the bottom of the left foot to be pointed up toward the ceiling. Okay, so start to twist over now towards your right thigh. Take left hand onto that bent knee, right fingertips behind your back. So internal rotation on your left leg, external rotation on your right leg. Now switch right hand to opposite knee, left fingertips behind you, twisting to your left. Take a moment here. Just feel this sort of closed twist. All right, now twist back to your right this time. Plant your right hand. Sweep your left arm alongside the left ear and raise the hips like you do in camel pose. Let the head draw back, let the arm reach back, and push the shins into the earth. Sweep the left hand down and come back to seated. And then go ahead and release the legs. Switching sides. Bring the right heel next to the right hip. Open your left. Bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. Start by twisting to the left. Right hand to that knee, left fingertips behind you. And then inhale, twist to your right, right fingertips behind you. And from your closed twist, we're going to open back up, turn to your left, plant the left hand, press into the shins, inhale and lift up. Right arm arcs up and back. Head can lean back if that feels good. And exhale and release. Slide the legs forward. Good. Find a block, or if since you're at home you do have a bolster or a couple pillows, that might be even nicer than a block. Bend the knees, figure four. Right ankle crosses on your left thigh. Open your arms to a T. Let your figure four drop into a twist to the left. Just a nice supine or reclined twist. Gaze can be up or gaze over the right shoulder, and take just some deep exhales, relaxing here. Inhale, go ahead, bring your figure four back up, uncross. Rinse out just a little bit, and then cross left ankle on top of right thigh. Take your figure four, drop it to the right side. Gaze up or gaze to your left. And then inhale and bring that figure four back up and uncross. Again, just rinse it out a little bit, windshield wiper left to right a couple times. Here's where we're going to take that block, or if you have a bolster or a pillow, we're going to lift the hips and slide the block or bolster pillow underneath the sacrum, so lower than your low back, right at the back of the hips. Okay. And then just to help release the front body, if it feels all right, play with straightening one or both legs like a little rainbow arc. I tend to prefer to lift the arms up and overhead here, but take the arms in any variation that feels most comfortable to you. So you did a lot of front body strengthening, back body lengthening, and we're just letting ourselves kind of go in the opposite direction, opening the front body softly, not huge deep stretches, but just a chance to release some of that maybe leftover heat or tension. And I encourage you to let the eyes grow heavy and drop back, just to take some deep breaths here as we start to close out our practice. You are more than welcome to stay in any variation of supported bridge pose, which is what we're taking now. If you'd like to stay through your Shavasana, you can, since you're at home. If you would like to start to migrate to a wall and take legs at the wall for your Shavasana, that's absolutely fine. But whenever you're ready, you can start to bend the knees and take your block out from underneath you and start to transition yourself toward rest. We recommend last movements here, just rinsing out the knees, windshield wipering them left to right, or hugging them into your chest, taking a little rock, just to help release anything left over, any movements that would feel really good. Give yourself at least 3 or 4 breaths just to make this transition. When you are ready, simply let the body rest. Simply let the body find space. Drop everything heavy. Relax it all out and just enjoy the simple sweetness of letting the eyes close. Letting yourself just enjoy the sounds of music. Letting whatever thoughts come and go. No need to react to them, but no need to suppress them. Welcoming the depth and the peace and the relaxation of Shavasana, just to take you and welcome you. As always, we're just going to let this video come to a completion, so I encourage you to stay and rest as long as you can. Thank you so much for sharing your practice again with us. Our hearts to each of yours. With much peace. Namaste.